YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So we had our first losing night last night. We only lost by one game technically. We went 3-4, so it wasn't a big hit, but it was our first hit nonetheless this season. We are 16-11 against the spread in the NBA this year, just above 59%, which is a great spot to be. If we can be there all year long, I'm gonna be pumped. And you know, I do feel confident that we can stay there. I was 58.6 last year, so, you know, I'm hovering right around that percentage, and it's a very good percentage. So hopefully we can stick around there and keep giving you guys some winners, because we've been doing that so far this season. 16-11 against the spread. I think we're up like 3 units overall. Let me pull it up. Just about 3 units up on the season right now, including all, you know, parlays and long shot bets and everything like that. So definitely a positive. Hope you guys are rocking with this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying, 1, the content and entertainment aspect of this, but 2, the fact that, you know, we can do this, we can have fun with also having sort of that analytical backing and throwing good picks out at you guys. You know what I mean? So we do have 6 games today on October 24th. And I don't know if this is a good thing or bad thing, but I see this slate so clearly. So clearly. All my picks I'm so confident in, and all the games that I'm staying away from, which we'll talk about, I'm just like definitely staying away from. I see this so clearly. So hopefully that just isn't a like total jinx or whatnot. But let's get right into it. We do have 6 games on the board today, and we got action in most of them. But before we do that, guys, please hit that subscribe button and like the video, and then be active in the comments. I'm reading the comments. I love seeing what games you guys are taking, if you're riding with me on anything, or, you know, if you totally disagree and you want to, you know, beg your reason why in the comments. I love reading it and love seeing it. So definitely do not feel shy throwing your picks out there in the comments as well, because I do love to check that out. And speaking of the comments, make sure to keep an update on that pinned comment. If anything changes on my final ticket, or I add any parlay or any player props or parlays or picks or anything like that, they will be updated in the pinned comment. So make sure to check that out. If there's no pinned comment, probably no updates to be made. But let's jump into these 6 games. We are starting it off tonight, or I should say today, because this is a 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time game. Hornets at Nets. Nets opened up and right around now are hovering at 9.5, 9.5 point favorites. And that over under right now, that total is high, 233.5. Both of these teams can score points. Like, I can totally acknowledge that. But to me, that number is so high. Sunday afternoon game, I am going to be taking the under 233.5 here. I think, like I said, both these teams can score. When I threw these names into the sheet, when I threw the picks into the sheet here, my sheet was saying it was going to be a 227 point ball game. I'm going to trust that. It's close. It is cutting it close. But what I will say is, Charlotte, I feel like, can be more of an... Charlotte is, looking at the last, 10 games or so, way more of an over team than the Nets have been. The Nets are actually sneaky like an under team right now. But I think Brooklyn's going to control the pace of this game, and 233 in a Sunday afternoon game just seems like it's an awfully high number to me. So we are riding with that. And, you know, I am confident that, just because I think that Brooklyn's going to control the pace, and I think they might slow things down. And I think we're going to see a game that is, definitely in the 220s or under, rather than even, getting near 230. So under 233.5 is on the board for me in that game. Next up, we are looking at the Sixers and the Thunder. Sixers, 7.5 point favorites here. Over under is 215.5. I threw these games into the sheet here. I threw the teams into the sheet. 223 I'm seeing. And you guys know the drill. When I see a game, with a 200 and, sub 220 total, I'm going to be irked. I'm going to be, just pushed into wanting to take that. And I see both these teams being able to put up 110 points at least. I see this being a 220 plus point ball game. Embiid is questionable, but I don't think that that's going to deter me from taking the over here. I am looking at the over 215.5 in the Sixers Thunder game. I think both these teams can push the pace when they play against each other here. So that's where I'm going with 215.5, taking the over there. All right, Warriors at Kings. I love this one. I think the Warriors are going to continually, for, like I said, the next 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half at this point, going to be disrespected by the books. Like, the Warriors are a very, 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 very good ball club, and they're 3-point favorites here, over under 234. I'm taking Warriors all day long, -3, until they truly prove that they can't, cover or they're a bad team or anything like that. Like, I'm going to take them. And I think this is the perfect spot, because I know a lot of people are high on the Kings. They seem to be like a precious child in the NBA right now, and rightfully so. The Kings seem to be playing good basketball, right? They do. I can admit that. But I think the Warriors are being slept on, and that's so weird. But I just think, after a bad year last year, some injuries and whatnot, I think that they're constantly being slept on to start the year, and I'm taking Warriors -3. I'm very confident in that. I think that they are going to be consistently underrated, at least for another week or so, which we can make some money there. We can make some hay based on the books underrating the Warriors. So my final pick there, Warriors -3. Moving on here to the last game that we have action in, it is the Grizzlies at Lakers. Lakers 4.5 point favorites, over under 224.5. I'm not worrying about the total here. I am going Lakers -4.5 simply because at some point they got to win a ball. Like, they have to do something at some point. And I see, a younger Grizzlies team coming into LA. People are probably riding the Grizzlies. Like, I think the public is looking at Grizzlies. I like the Lakers to be, 7-point win team here. So -4.5, I am all over that. I think that it's only a matter of time before something clicks for the Lakers. They have too much talent on that team. I know they're getting in fights on the court and by the bench and whatnot, but I think something's got to click. And that 4.5 point spread is well within the realm of them getting this done. So that is my pick there, 4.5 points to the Lakers. I'm taking that. Now the games that we didn't touch here, Magic, Knicks. Knicks are 12-point favorites. I don't love that number. Like, I think that they can get that done. The Magic stink out loud. But that's still such a big number on a Sunday ball night. Like, I would say the Knicks probably can get that done, but it's not something I'm putting on the ticket. Their total 214. Like I said, I always want to take the 210s type over and unders. Not with these two teams. We hit the over 213. I think it was on Friday. Knicks and Magic, right? I don't want to, I don't want to question the man upstairs twice. We already hit an over that probably shouldn't even have hit less than a few days ago. So I am staying away from that game. The other one is the Celtics Rockets. Celtics 5.5 point favorites, 222.5 total. I'm staying away from this too. As you guys know, I'm a huge Celtics fan. But to me, I can't trust this team yet. There's some injuries that we got to monitor and whatnot too. And I don't need to be taking the Celtics right now. They've let us down, and they're a very confusing team 2 nights in a row, so I'm staying away from that one. But we do have a Money in the Bank parlay. I don't know if that name's going to stick, but this is a parlay play that we are rolling with tonight, and kind of goes against what I just said, but I needed a team to be thrown in here to get us some good odds. It goes directly against what I'm saying. So I'm not taking the Celtics spread, right? But they are involved money line wise in this parlay. So I don't know, maybe I'm a crazy person for saying I'm staying so far away from this game and then throwing them in a parlay, but we're doing it. We're making money. That's why it's the Money in the Bank parlay. You already can count it. You can write a check because it's gonna cash. Boston, Brooklyn, Lakers, all money line. So we're gonna take the Celts, the Nets, and the Lakers, parlay them up, and Money in the Bank. You can already count it as a win. Good odds there too. I think I got that for like plus 190 or something at the time. So Boston, Brooklyn, and LA. That's my parlay tonight. And then player props. I'm excited about a couple of these. So shout out to Calling Our Shot. You guys probably know that channel. We talked about him in a recent video as well. He liked the Harrison Barnes over 16.5 points. And I had to say, when I thought about it, I love that too. I think that revenge game playing against the Warriors, Harrison Barnes is actually scoring the ball really well right now. He's shooting a lot. So over 16.5 points for Harrison Barnes tonight for the Kings against the Warriors. That's one player prop that I am locking in. And then the next one, and this coincides right with what I said about the Lakers have to do something at some point, right? And who's going to do something if the Lakers are going to do something? LeBron's going to do something if the Lakers are going to do something. I'm taking his over points, rebounds, and assists. His PRA is 38.5, 38.5, and I'm taking that. I see him being able to go out there and give you 25, 10, and 8, something like that. So I am all over it. I see LeBron's PRA being 40 plus tonight, and if we can get that at a 38.5 total, I am all over that. So those are my two player props. There's my Money in the Bank parlay, and before that were the picks of the night. Hopefully you guys are riding with me. Let me know in the comments down below if you are, and we'll catch you guys with the next winners tomorrow. Shout out for you guys, hitting that subscribe button, liking it, commenting, everything like that. Like, I really like doing this and bringing the picks to the channel. So, seriously, I enjoy doing it, and it's great that we are positive. And hopefully you guys are enjoying, the content as well as the picks. But, yeah, without further ado, guys, I will catch you guys in the next video. And let's win some money, huh? Let's win some money. Catch you guys in the next one.